In a scene bathed in the fading light of sunset on a desolate beach, we encounter Reina, a young girl soaked in blood, recently awakened from a coma. As she nears her coastal village, she is confronted with the grim spectacle of armed men executing her fellow villagers, including her own family. Ito, a member of the Six Seas, eliminates Reina, the lone survivor. However, witnessing her terror and isolation in the aftermath of her family's massacre, compassion overwhelms Ito. Turning away from the Triad soldiers responsible for the carnage, he rescues Reina and flees to Jakarta. There, Ito seeks sanctuary at the residence of Shinta, his girlfriend, who presumed him dead after his 3-year absence. To protect her, Ito refrains from disclosing the complete truth. After Shinta tends to Ito's injuries, she calls upon Fadi, a former associate of Ito from his gang days. Fadi is puzzled by Ito's bold defiance against the Triad, questioning the loyalty established over 3 years of service. With rumors of Ito's betrayal spreading, the urgency to locate him intensifies. Ito discloses his plan to leave the country and find a secure refuge for Reina, requiring funds and new identities for both. Imploring Fadi to keep his whereabouts secret from their former associates, Ito discovers that their crew is already aware of his actions. Fadi reveals that, apart from him, only Vishnu and Bobby are left. Curious about Aryan, another former gang member, given Ito's connection with the Triad, Fadi inquires. Ito reveals that Aryan now resides in Macau, managing a nightclub owned by the Triad. Aryan, overseeing the operations at the nightclub, was well aware of the mistreatment endured by a waiter for male patrons. Without hesitation, he took decisive measures against them, eliminating any potential disturbances in his establishment. In the aftermath, he received a call from Chen Wu, a member of the Six Seas, who briefed him on Ito's rebellion and the massacre of Triad soldiers during the rescue of Reina. Chen Wu sought Aryan's assistance in executing Ito, enticing him with a position among the enforcers of the Six Seas. Intrigued by the proposition, Aryan agreed. During his journey to Jakarta, memories from the past inundated Aryan, recalling the times when he and Ito pledged eternal allegiance upon joining the Triad. Upon reaching Jakarta, Aryan encountered Alma and Elena, the enforcers loyal to Chen Wu and the Triad. He received information that the massacre on the beach was an act of retaliation against villagers who had stolen illicit goods from the Triad and planned to sell them. Chen Wu assigned Aryan the task of eliminating Reina, the lone witness to the Triad's brutality, as her survival posed a significant threat to their operations. Successfully taking down Ito and Reina promised Aryan control over Triad's activities in Jakarta. The scene shifts to Fadi's residence, where Ito and Reina are preparing for their new identities, complete with passport photographs. A revelation from Bobby disrupts the atmosphere. Johan, one of their own, had betrayed them, seizing all their finances. Johan, a butcher by trade, was also affiliated with the Triad, playing a crucial role in expanding their drug network within Jakarta. Determined to reclaim the stolen funds, Ito confronted Johan at his butcher shop. In anticipation of Ito's arrival, Johan attempted to divert his attention in order to seize his firearm. However, Ito, swift and alert, reversed the situation, aiming his gun at Johan. Under pressure, Johan agreed to return the money, which was securely stored in the shop's safe. Johan's associates, armed and prepared, launched a surprise attack on Ito, plunging the atmosphere into chaotic combat. Despite being outnumbered, Ito fought valiantly against Johan's men, emerging victorious and pursuing Johan. Johan surrendered, handing over the requested money to Ito, and disclosed that his henchmen were en route to Fadi's apartment with orders to eliminate Reina. Shortly thereafter, corrupt police officers on the Triad's payroll arrived. They overwhelmed and arrested Ito, executing Johan on the spot. At Fadi's residence, Johan's fully armed assailants were sighted. Bobby, forewarned, instructed Shinta to leave. He neutralized 2 of Johan's henchmen in the elevator, equipped himself with iron plates concealed beneath his shirt, and burst into the apartment. Inside, Fadi and his associates found themselves encircled, leading to a fierce battle where Bobby, Fadi, and another managed to overcome the assailants against all odds. Fadi inquired about Shinta's location and advised her to distance herself from the ensuing chaos. However, the brief triumph was fleeting as a reinforced group of Johan's men returned, overpowering the trio. Aryan, stationed in his car, observed the confrontation at Fadi's residence, patiently waiting for the opportune moment to intervene. Regaining consciousness, Ito struggled to liberate himself from his restraints. He engaged in a confrontation with the corrupt officers, ultimately escaping in a high-speed police car after an intense struggle. Perceiving the imminent danger to Reina's life, he hastened toward Fadi's apartment. Disappointed by the failure of Johan's men, Chen Wu ordered Alma, Elena, and the Triad soldiers to execute Fadi and his associates. Leading 3 Triad soldiers, Elena encountered Bobby, who, though resolute, was outmatched by the skilled assassin. Meanwhile, Vishnu, attempting to flee with Reina, was intercepted by Alma. A proficient killer, Alma effortlessly eliminated Vishnu. Witnessing Vishnu's demise fueled fury within Fadi. Fatigued yet enraged, he launched himself at Alma, even though she seemed to dominate the confrontation effortlessly. Shortly afterward, Aryan intervened just as Alma was on the verge of killing Fadi. A fierce battle unfolded between the 2 Triad enforcers, both showcasing formidable combat skills. Aryan succeeded in subduing Alma, rendering her unconscious. In the aftermath, Fadi accused Aryan of revealing his whereabouts to Johan and the Triad. Aryan, trapped, insisted he had no other options and pleaded with Fadi to join forces for a fresh start rather than face inevitable death. Infuriated by Aryan's betrayal, which indirectly led to the demise of his friends, Fadi discharged his gun, narrowly missing Aryan. He swiftly moved to evacuate Reina, but Triad soldiers intercepted him, obstructing his escape. Fadi instructed Reina to hide in a secure location while he confronted the Triad forces. A renewed gunfight ensued, concluding with Fadi's demise. As Triad soldiers approached to confirm Fadi's death, they were ambushed by a mysterious woman known as the Operator. After confirming Fadi's demise, she withdrew. Upon arriving in the aftermath, Ito was confronted with the gruesome scene of his allies' corpses. Reina, emerging from her hiding place upon Ito's arrival, was swiftly guided away by him. Ito reached out to Shinta, urging her to leave Jakarta and advising against returning home for a while. Back at Shinta's residence, Reina conveyed Fadi's final words, a declaration of a life without regrets and a call for increased courage. Meanwhile, an enraged Elena confronted Aryan at Chen Wu's dwelling, seeking retribution for his assault on Alma. Chen Wu intervened, summoning Aryan for a private conversation. He disclosed that the targeted attack on Fadi, Bobby, Vishnu, and Johan stemmed from their connection to Aryan and Ito's gang. To ascend to the 6 Seas, Aryan must sever ties with his past affiliations. A final opportunity to eliminate Ito stood as the last hurdle between him and his induction into the 6 Seas. Accepting the assignment, Aryan set a condition, taking charge of Johan's Triad operations in Jakarta. Chen Wu agreed. The storyline shifts to Shinta's residence, where the Operator ambushes Ito. A fierce confrontation unfolds, and Ito, eventually overwhelmed, finds himself at the mercy of the Operator, her firearm aimed at his head. Just as the Operator was about to pull the trigger, Reina stepped forward, imploring for Ito's life. Unmoved, the Operator maintained her focus on Ito. Well versed in Ito's affiliation with the 6 Seas, she questioned his deviation from the Triad's orders to annihilate the entire village. Ito acknowledged his role as a 6 Seas member, serving as a lethal tool for the Triad. However, encountering Reina sparked a moral awakening within him, prompting a bold act of defiance. Convinced by Ito's revelation, the Operator spared his life and departed. The next day, Aryan was engulfed in nostalgia as he reflected on his past camaraderie with Ito. Memories of Ito reprimanding Bobby for involvement with the Triad and their covert defection to shield their comrades echoed vividly. In the current moment, Aryan invites Ito to a meeting at their former group's base near the harbor. Meanwhile, the Operator, revealing her goal to eradicate the 6 Seas, alerts Ito to Aryan's planned ambush at the warehouse. Unperturbed, Ito resolves to confront the impending danger, entrusting Reina's safety to the Operator. A formidable confrontation awaits Ito at the warehouse, where Triad forces are stationed. Simultaneously, Chen Wu dispatches Elena, Alma, and a squadron of Triad soldiers to eliminate Reina at Shinta's residence. The Operator, a formidable adversary, eradicates the Triad attackers and ultimately prevails over Elena and Alma in a fierce face-off. In another section of the city, Aryan eliminates the sniper designated by Chen Wu to target Ito. Their paths intersect following the decimation of Aryan's forces by Ito. A confrontation unfolds, where Aryan attributes the demise of their friends to Ito and is determined to seize his position in the 6 Seas. Ito counters, exposing Chen Wu's manipulative schemes. Undeterred, Aryan lunges at Ito, initiating a brutal hand-to-hand combat between the once allies turned foes. Ito ultimately triumphs but refrains from delivering the fatal blow, choosing to walk away. In the aftermath, Aryan fires multiple rounds at Ito, all of which miss their target. Shortly afterward, Chen Wu arrives, expressing his dissatisfaction with Aryan for his inability to eliminate Ito. In a rapid turn of events, Aryan endeavors to eliminate Chen Wu but discovers he is devoid of ammunition. Seizing the opportunity, Chen Wu commands Arian's immediate execution, assigning 6 assassins led by Arian's own subordinate to carry out the sentence. Simultaneously, the operator ensures Reina's secure journey to Ito before making her departure. Ito accompanies Reina to a departing ship but refrains from boarding himself. Their final farewell is marked by the solemnity of an impending, unspoken reality. Ito then retreats to his vehicle. As he ignites the engine, Ito's attention is drawn to Chen Wu and a group of triad soldiers positioned ahead. With a fierce grin, Ito accelerates, propelling the car directly at them, undeterred by the barrage of bullets raining towards him. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell if you want to watch more videos like this. Thank you for watching and see you again soon. Take care.